So down to the studio. These are, I think, a 2006 Masterworks kit, maybe 2005. Don't really quite remember exactly. I do know it was before the reference line came out. So Pearl Masterworks Mars Red to a Burgundy Fade was the color that I got, and Mars Red was actually at the time a Mercedes-Benz color, and I went to a dealership one day and got a brochure because I thought they might have some cool colors, so that's what happened. Running Evans G2s on top clear and G1s on bottom. So come around the kit and we'll talk about the drum tuning. So the drums are a bit like the reference series. Starting with a 13, you start adding in some mahogany. Mahogany all on the floors and the kick drum, of course. 20 ply snare and a 13-inch side snare. The 12 is all maple, and then start transitioning into more birch up top here. There's plenty of videos and documents out on the Pearl reference line, so I'll just kind of leave it at that. But maple on the outside. I don't profess to be a great drum tuner at all. Basically, how I do it is kind of tap on the shell and just sort of see its natural tone and sort of get in that zone. Obviously, with this many rack toms, they're going to be dialed in close to each other. So initially I did use the TuneBot. Where's that, my TuneBot? I don't know, it's around here somewhere. To get an idea where I needed to be to get all these toms in. Because it's basically 6 through 16. And then on my left, the hi-hat over here, a 15. And I have that tuned between the 14 and 16 on the opposite side. And just as an example, the 10-inch. So I actually have those tuned up pretty close to each other, top and bottom. Really just played around with each drum until I got it to where I wanted it. So there are probably some toms that are a little bit different. I think this one is one of them, where the bottom's actually a little bit lower. Not by much there. But the TuneBot's great for fine tuning. I don't think it's necessarily great for tuning exact notes, and I kind of heard Todd Sucherman talk about that. Tune your drums where they sound good, and so that's kind of what I'm doing. So the newest addition to the kit is the 6-inch tom, and right now I have that tuned to a 245, thereabouts. And next down the list is the 8, and that's 194. Close that up. 10, 149. To 12 is currently at 117. The 13 is currently at 91. And that's obviously got the mahogany in it. That's this is sort of like a reference line kit. So good low end. The 14 currently at 80. Sorry, I got to look at the numbers later over there. And then the next in my tuning is the 15, which is left of the hi-hat. And that is currently at 71. Sorry, you probably couldn't hear that. That's at 71. then back to the 16. We're looking at 63. And that's the low man, 63. Love the mahogany. Bass drum, lots of mahogany in there too. It's coming out around 40, I think. It's kind of hard to read that low, I think, with a TuneBot, but that's what it's coming up with. The snares, nice side snare, 13. Piccolo 243. So that's real close to the 6. I just noticed that tonight. Not by design, just the way it worked out. And then the main snare, the 14, 215 or so. I do crank it up to about 225 occasionally, but I haven't played much drums since I did Hemispheres, and that's where it's at right now. So this is the main with the snares on. By the way, that's a 20-ply pearl snare. And the 13 with the snares on. So while I'm doing this little tuning request, I might as well just do a quick little rundown of the rig itself. The cymbals, right now, with the exception of one, which I'll talk about, is a Sabian Paragon line. And that's the 8-inch splash. We got the big 20 there, followed by a 16 and an 8 splash, another 16 crash, 14 hi-hats, 18-inch crash, and I'm fond of this one. I like this one a lot. And then the 2 Chinas, which I think are 18 and 19. I might have to look that one up, but I'm sure someone will correct me. And this is the Todd Sucherman 1 through 250 rides. This one is number 50. So, love the ride, very versatile, does a lot of cool things. I still have the Paragon ride. It's around somewhere, so bring that out when the need comes. And then these are the 13 hi-hats. This is a Roland bar, which goes to my Alesis Strike Pro, or Strike Multi-Pad, excuse me. That's new. That's probably the newest thing on the kit, actually. Still playing around with that a little bit. Audix mags all around with one exception. I5 on the side snare. D2s on the high rack toms. And then down on the floors, we got a D4, a D6, and over here is a D4 on the 15 floor as well. And an SM57 on top, and underneath, just trust me, it's another Audix i5 on the bottom. In front of the bass drum is a D6, and I also sometimes put a Rode condenser mic up there too. That's what that long stand is there. What else? Oh, the overheads. They came with, I think it's a DP7 pack, so these are the overheads I'm running right now. Audix, and on the hi-hat, I got the same one there, and a fourth one, I don't know if I can get it, let's see. Another one under there, same. So I got 4 of those overhead mics kind of around the kit. Pearl hardware, probably 99% of it. There might be a few odds and ends here, something like this, that holds the hi-hat to the rack so I don't hit the finish there, bouncing around. So that's kind of cool. And I might do another rundown someday on the process I do to record these videos, because I do get some questions on those. But for now, that's it. So Pearl Masterworks, love them. Great kit. Check them out. Sabian, can't go wrong. Great customer service. Hope you all are doing well. Stay safe out there.